There's something about old ruins in the middle of nowhere that has always fascinated me. I don't know, maybe they imply someone's failed dream. Our next destination is an old mine, more than 100 years old, and its story involves horse thieves, a lot of gold, and dying in the desert. All that drama in such a desolate place. To get to the trailhead, follow the directions in the description. The parking lot at the end of the road is small, so get there early. And there's restrooms. The loop has 2 trailheads. One at the end of the lot takes you clockwise to the mine in 2 miles. And one at the entrance to the lot starts you counterclockwise. It doesn't matter which version you choose. We'll take the second option. Why? I don't know. For the most part, the path is easy to follow, and where it gets a little fuzzy as it crosses sandy washes, there are plenty of signs to guide you. For more than a mile, the way is easy walking as it gradually climbs out of Lost Horse Valley. Just your typical serene desert. But even here, there's an intriguing backstory. So let's set the scene. Our story starts with a scruffy, mustachioed character named Johnny Lang, who, with his father and a herd of cattle, arrived near here in 1890. That's when he met a prospector named Dutch Frank, who told him he had discovered gold in the hills above us. A lot of gold. The trail continues up a wash and then starts uphill into the Lost Horse Mountains. Let's call this a moderate climb that roller coasters about the slopes. Along the way, you'll pass this chimney with no apparent history. So, back to our story. It seems there was a gang of reputed cattle rustlers named the McEhaney's who camped in the area. Now, their unsavory reputation made Dutch Frank concerned they may try to add claim jumping to their rap sheet. So he decided it was safer if he would just sell his gold mine rights to Johnny for $1,000. After already accusing the McEhaney's of stealing his horses, Johnny figured his best bet for holding off the gang once they sniffed gold in the air was to bring on 3 partners for added protection. They filed a claim and started mining. The trail now traverses a ridge. And, after a few minutes, presents us with views into Pleasant Valley and beyond. Keep in mind, you are in bighorn sheep territory. There are an estimated 100 to 200 living in the park, and on this day, we came across 5 of them. The trail finally ascends steeply toward 5,300-foot Lost Horse Mountain. And hits a junction where a rough trail takes you to Lost Horse Mine. And here we are, the Lost Horse Mine. What's left of it. A wealthy rancher named J.D. Ryan bought out Johnny's partners in 1895. The next year, he lugged all the way from the Colorado River a steam-powered 10-stamp mill. Now, in case you're wondering where the water came for that steam, it was piped in 3.5 miles from Ryan's ranch. And of course, they needed something to burn to boil the water, and that came from the surrounding trees. Don't see any trees? Now you know why. To be totally accurate, there was also a fire in 2009 that burned 450 acres around the mine. So a few pinyon pines in the area were destroyed by that as well. The mill ran 24 hours a day, crushing the ore, which produced a total of 10,000 ounces of gold and 16 ounces of silver. Now these were made into bricks, which were transported in an inconspicuous 16-horse freight wagon to Banning, 130 miles from here. Well, not all of it. Turns out Johnny was skimming about half of the gold for himself. Ryan, after hiring detectives to get proof, gave his sticky-fingered partner a choice: go to jail or sell. Johnny sold his partnership and went off to look for another mine. The mine closed in 1905 after exhausting the vein Johnny had started about 10 years before. Now, as for him, he slowly sold off his hidden gold until 1925, when he found himself sick and, while trying to walk out for help, collapsed and died. His body was found 2 months later, and he was buried not too far from where you parked your car. To complete the loop back to your car, hook up with the trail where you left it and continue for 2 miles on what was once an access road to the mine. After more than 100 years, it's now nothing more than a wide path. So, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Just to let you know, I post one hike more or less every week. And in the meantime, don't get lost.